So let me record it. There we go. Aha, here we go. So I just want to introduce you first of all, and to Mr. Jay Johnson, who will be doing the presentation and passing it over to Kelvin Turner, and we will bring in Harvey Zay a little later on. But Jay Johnson just got in from Miami, flew in from Miami, came, we're talking about dedication right here. This man was on the first one listening in, but he was doing his thing, but now he's here, got back in the house, and the first thing he got up and he's ready to go. So really, really appreciate that. Mr. Jay Johnson, hey, he's a motivational speaker, a trainer, trains people how to do presentations and to speak all around the world. Excellent businessman, makes lots of money in the Surge 365. I want to bring you with no further ado to Mr. Jay Johnson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mott. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, thank you so much. It's such an honor and a privilege to share this platform with you and Mr. Turner and Mr. Harvey Zay and all of the men who surge. I love this platform because, you know what, women, for some reason, are dominating everything in business, from not only in Surge 365, but in business in general. So we're just trying to keep up with you all, you lovely ladies. So please bear with us as we go ahead and make our attempt to take some of the responsibility off your shoulders. So congratulations for taking time out to listen to this presentation. My name is Jay Johnson, and I reign over here in Clearwater, Florida, and it is an honor to share some of this information with you, because there's so much information. If you really take time out of your busy schedule to take a listen to this information, there's ways that we can help you generate a 6-figure, 7-figure, and possibly even an 8-figure income. I'm talking about being able to put those bills aside and never even having to worry about robbing Peter to pay Paul anymore. So if you will, do me a quick favor. Take your cell phone and put it on vibrate, put it on mute, put it on stun, put it on electrocute, put it on zap, put it on whatever you need to do to make sure that it's silent so you don't miss this information. And the other thing I would like for you to do is take the words "I know" and take that and actually get that out of your mindset. Throw it away for a minute, because I know is the killer of all learning. So once you say you know something, you have a tendency to shut down on all of the possibilities of learning something extra. So go ahead and get rid of that for a second, okay? And let me go ahead and pull this presentation up for a second here. Mr. Turner, can you see my screen, please?
Yes, I can see it.
Awesome, awesome. I just wanted to make sure that your voice is here on the line and you're heard very fine as well, because I want to introduce you at a later time. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Turner is one of the most decorated businessmen out there. I mean, he actually have made millions of dollars in the sequence of business. And you know what? He's here to help you share with you a vision on how you can make millions as well. And I'm not talking like pie in the sky or anything like that. I'm talking about you can potentially make millions of dollars. So I'm not for sure, do you want to make an extra $500 or an extra $1,000, an extra $5,000? Well, Mr. Turner is the man that you want to know. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So let me just go ahead and start for a second with the 2020 goals. At the beginning of the year, I'm pretty sure you had a New Year's resolution where you wanted to actually, maybe you wanted to lose weight, maybe you wanted to make some more income, maybe you wanted to actually retire or something like that. No matter what your New Year's resolution is, I want to talk to you about those goals. I mean, what are the dreams that you've actually had, that you're dreaming about, that keeps you up at night? Is it that big, beautiful house with a nice, beautiful pool? Is it that fancy sports car? I mean, maybe your dream is to have multiple streams of income. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe your dream is to travel around the world after the pandemic is over. And when it's over, trust me, a lot of people are going to be traveling. So no matter what your dreams are, I can surely tell you right now that all of your dreams fit into one of these 3 categories, if not all 3. Health, wealth, and relationships. You see, there's no way in the world that anyone, I've never heard anyone on their sickbed saying, well, you know what, please, Lord, give me a few more days. I need to put some more time in at work. No, they usually say, well, listen, I need to make some more money so I can spend more time with my family. So that's what it's all about. You know, you want to actually build up your health so you can live a little bit longer, so you can spend more time with family. No matter how much money you make, you want to spend time with those that you love. And that's what this platform is getting ready to teach you how to do, okay? Now, let's take a look at some facts real quick. According to the United States Census Bureau, our life expectancy is around 80 years old. Actually, it's 82 for women and 77 for men. So rounded up to like 80 for all of us completely. Now, I know that a lot of you are going to live a lot longer than 80, and, you know, congratulations. So anything after 80 is basically a bonus. I just want to share with you this chart for a second. If you look at this chart on the right-hand side basically represents how long that we're going to live. And right now I have up to 100 right now. So let's just go ahead and, according to this Census Bureau, let's take 10 years off real quick. Let's go ahead and take another 20 years, 10 years off as well. So now you are at 80 years, right? Now, the second question that I have for you is, how old are you right now today? Don't answer that loudly. Matter of fact, most of the people that are on here right now are at least 40 years old and possibly maybe 45, okay? So let's just say that you're 45 years old. And right now, the question is, are you living that dream life that you talked about in the beginning, that you thought about in the beginning, that you dreamed about last night, last week, last year? Are you living that life right now, that lifestyle? If the answer is no, don't fret, because there's a way that you can actually do that. So let's just say, how long is it going to take you to get to that lifestyle? 3, 4, 5 years? So let's just say it took you 5 years. Right now, you have 35 years left. So if it took you 5 years to get to that lifestyle, that means you only have 30 years left. You see the sense of urgency that we have right now? And the sense of urgency is for a reason. We definitely want to make sure that you're positioned in a place where you can generate so much income that you can start living that dream life, and it's not going to take you 7, 8, 10, 15, 20 years. We want to shortcut that process, so to speak, okay? So let me go ahead and get into the meat. Do you believe that this world is, right now, as we know it, has changed? I mean, because of the coronavirus, over 37 million jobs were at risk. Over 30 million jobs right now, people are actually filing for unemployment because of the COVID-19 layoffs. And businesses are closed by the thousands. Yes, by the thousands. Maybe they are closed in your neighborhood. I'm not for sure. I don't live everywhere, but maybe they're closed in your neighborhood as well. And it gets most of us to this particular type of mindset. So my question to you is this: do you have a plan for this new world? Would you mind if we shared an option with you? Do you know anyone right now that is employed but uncertain about their future? Do you know anyone right now that is working from home? Maybe you do. Do you know anyone right now that is employed but make less than what they did before? Ouch, right? I mean, you spend all of this time to work and you make a certain amount of income, and now you're making less than what you did 5, 10, 15 years ago. Do you know anyone right now that's employed or furloughed or has lost their income completely? Yes, I know several as well. Do you know anyone right now that's an essential worker who's working in dangerous conditions? Yes, doctors, nurses, even fast food places are essential workers now. Isn't that amazing? Which category are you in right now? Are you in 1, 2, or all of them? What if you could replace your income and never have someone else decide if your job is essential? What if you can earn additional income to enjoy a better lifestyle, or replace the income that you just lost? What if you could work from home and possibly make more than you did or that you do right now? That would be great, wouldn't it? Maybe thinking, well, Jay, how is this possible? I'm glad you asked. It's possible because we suggest that you start a home-based business, and not just any business. You start a home-based business. This is the best time ever to build your network, because the rich people say that your network is your net worth. And we also want you to align yourself with a company with a proven track record. So if you're going to start, you might as well start with a company that's already created a lot of successful people. And that's what we have for you right now today. We also want to start making money right now. Talk about right now money, and you could even do this, ladies and gentlemen, you could do this on a part-time basis. Meaning, if you still have your full-time job, you don't have to give up that job. You can actually do this on a part-time basis and still make enough money so you can fire your boss like I did. Okay. Now, remember when I said your net worth is your net worth? Imagine this gentleman right here, okay? This is a college student. He said, dude, are you getting an assignment from Dr. Spill's class? He called up one of his buddies. He said, well, you know what? I got some of it, but, you know, I'm a little confused. Let me call Brian and see if he can clarify. And he started calling Brian. If I call him Brian, I'm going to call Terry. Between Terry and Mandy, they'll know all about it. So this gentleman calls Terry and Mandy. And next thing you know, they call Tanya over here. And they call Sherry. And they call Louise, whoever, right? And next thing you know, they start having a small network of people that are working on the same information. And they start to discuss the same situation as well. Next thing you know, there's a whole group of people working on the same information. You see, this gentleman right here decided, you know what, I'm going to take this online instead of actually just meeting in a cafe. I'm going to take this online. And guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? Facebook was born. Absolutely. Facebook today is the world's largest network on the planet. Can you imagine that? You may even have a Facebook account right now. Maybe you know someone with a Facebook account. You see, that is what we call network, and they can market to that network to sell just about anything. Would you imagine with 2.6 billion subscribers that anyone, whether you're selling ink pens, whether you're selling hair, whether you're selling shoes, it doesn't matter. You want to put that product in front of that 2.6 billion. Doesn't that make sense? You see, LinkedIn did the exact same thing. Took that same business model, same thing with Twitter and Instagram. They took the same model and they started building their network. And guess who gets paid on it though? You know what? Most of the time when you're posting, you're not getting paid from those posts, but the business owners are. They're getting paid from those posts. Google decided to do the exact same thing. So building a network is very, very essential. As you see these multi-billion-dollar businesses do it, and you should do it too. Now, these are our founders. Our founders, J. Lloyd Tomer, Scott Tomer, and Dr. Christopher Coakley. They have already helped people just like you earn significant income by building your network. They've also built successful businesses through 9/11 and the Great Depression, which means that they've already gone through some hard times. They know how to get through the hard times that you may be dealing with today. They've already helped more than they've already paid out over 50,000 $1,000 bonuses. Can you imagine that? Do you get a $1,000 bonus at your job? I mean, can you get one every month or every week? Well, I tell you what, if you stay tuned, we'll show you exactly how you can get one every single week if you choose to. They've already paid out over $610,000 bonuses. $10,000. Can you imagine that? Add 10,000 to your current salary right now. And they also paid $1 million bonuses.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you fine. Thank you. They paid out $6 $1 million bonuses. So what I'm saying here is this: if you are not able to get a 1,000 or 10,000 or $1 million bonus, that only may be because your pay plan is you're on the wrong pay system. Okay, not saying that that's a bad thing, but all I'm saying is open up your mind like a parachute so you can actually start to position yourself to get in front of a pay plan that you have the potential to make millions of dollars, right? Okay, they've already produced over $200 million earners. And I'm glad to say that we know several of those $1 million earners. Can you imagine being coached, taught, and trained and mentored by these millionaires? Guess what? You have that opportunity right here because they're doing it again. They made it big already, and they're doing it again. And they're looking for people that want to become financially independent. Matter of fact, we have 10,000 positions open right now. While everyone else is laying off, we have 10,000 positions open right now. Are you ready to take your lifestyle in your own hands? You see, over 79 million people are going to start a home-based business within the next 5 years. And just because of the coronavirus and everything, that number has escalated to over 100 million, okay? Not only within the next 5 years, but within the next 2 years, within the next 1 year. You see, Warren Buffett says it best when he says this: the things you'd like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the thing the world does should be a business of yours. You see, doesn't that just make smart business sense? You see, travel is the world's largest industry, and it has been for decades. It's essential to the world economy, and many countries depend heavily on travel and tourism in order for their countries to even survive. I mean, there's a demand for travel is going to explode once they lift the shutdown order. The travel industry is going to explode. We already know that council vacations will be rescheduled. Weekend getaways will be considered therapeutic, and family vacations is going to be enjoyed. Resorts and cruise lines are going to offer the lowest prices. Matter of fact, they're offering the lowest prices right now as we speak. People are buying travel already. I just got off the road, and I tell you what, there's people all over the place. I mean, the hotels you can't even get in right now. It's crazy. The hotels you can't even get in right now. And billions of dollars is going to be made in the travel industry, in the travel space. Now, I'm saying that to say this: some of you that are listening to my voice right now, you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, no questions asked. Some of you are going to make millions of dollars, no questions asked. And guess what? Some of you may even make billions of dollars in this very business called Surge 365. Can you imagine economies like Dubai or Fiji or India or Bahamas or Bora Bora, Spain, China, Jamaica, Haiti, Canada, Mexico? All of these countries, they depend heavily on the travel industry. That is a clue, which means that once you get involved in the travel industry, you're going to start making money to help those countries survive, so to speak. They're not going to just shut down because the travel industry is taking a hit. They're going to bounce back simply because they need our dollars, right? So we're the innovators. And let me see if I can explain this for a second. Innovators are the 2.5% of the population that puts the ideas together. They go ahead and put all of the pieces in place, the systems in place, the products and services. They make sure that the pay plan is in place and all of that. That is already done for you. Okay. Now, the 13.5% of the people, they're called the early adopters. These are the ones that's buying into the technology, so to speak. When that new iPhone come out, they're the first ones to buy it, right? The early adopters, they actually get a hold to it quickly. Then they don't buy it for themselves. They start to sell it to the early majority. This is the massive amounts of people. This is where all the money is made. The massive majority is in this particular section of the population, 34%. And then there's the late majority that actually buys after they see that, yes, it is a suitable product. I want to go ahead and buy it now, right? So they won't buy it until after the early majority. And then of course the 16% left is called the laggards. These are they who will not buy anything until technology has advanced to a point where they have no choice. You know, like I have a friend right now, a very close friend of mine who still have 8-tracks, and she still have what is that, floppy disk, as if they're coming back, right? But technology has advanced to a point where she can no longer use that anymore, and now she'll go ahead and buy the other stuff. Like instead of having a rotary phone, they start buying cell phones because the technology has advanced to that point. Now, I'm bringing this up to say this. As a business owner, you want to make sure that your product is in front of the masses, okay? The early adopters, the early majority, and the late majority, as well as the laggards. Now, yes, you're going to make some money in the early majority stage, but doesn't it make more sense to actually get involved at the early adopter stage? Because that's where the majority of the money is going to be made. You make money for a longer period of time. So in the travel industry, we already know that the airline industry, once they lift this thing, the shutdown order, and people start traveling in the safe again, planes are going to be all over the place. We already know that hotels and resorts are going to be crowded, but people want to go on vacation again. They want to go relax again. And we also know that people are going to take family reunions or class trips and things of that nature, whether you're in a sorority or a fraternity or whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to just hang out on a cruise ship, because that is the destination. The destination where the cruise ship is going is not the destination. The being on the cruise ship is, because you can actually unpack one time. Can you imagine that? So let me ask you a quick question. Would you rather be at work right now, or would you rather be on vacation? Of course, you say you want to be on vacation, right? I mean, it only makes sense to be on vacation. You see, this is why it's very important for us to get involved, because the masses amounts of people are going to start buying travel, and they're going to buy it online. We already know that they've been buying it online for the last few years. But my point is this: when they buy it from you, you start to get paid. So timing and position is everything in business. You want to strategically make your move to get involved in an industry with a company who actually have a proven track record, who actually have the leaders that are in place to help you position yourself to start building and accumulating wealth. It's not necessarily all about the money, but it's about building wealth so your generation beyond your kids can actually benefit from what you're doing. So what is the opportunity, you're asking? First of all, we want you to be a joint venture with us. Do a joint venture with us. Become one of our partners. Now, it is said that opportunity is missed by people because they're dressed in overalls that look like work. Guess what? It's going to take some work. Now, if this was easy, everybody would be doing it. That's why this is a private webinar, and you were secretly invited to this webinar so you can actually get the scoop before the masses, okay? And we also say this: your big opportunity may start right where you are right now. That's what Napoleon Hill said. This is the gentleman that wrote the book, Think and Grow Rich. You want to think first before you grow rich. See, opportunity is starting right here, right now, where you stand right now today. No matter what position you're in. You may be at a position where you have all your bills paid. Phenomenal. You may be in a position where you're trying to figure out how to pay that next car payment, or how to pay the mortgage if the mortgage is late. You may be upset. It doesn't matter, but opportunity is right here, right now for you to capitalize on. So next year, next week, next month, you don't necessarily have to worry about being in this position ever again. So what we offer is a tip program. We offer 2 platforms, and the first platform includes a travel agency, where you have the same buying power, Travelocity, Orbitz, Expedia, Cheap Tickets, all of those big guys, right? But the difference is, every time anyone goes to book on your website, you get paid a commission. How cool is that? You get 60% of whatever is booked on that website. Flight, rental car, cruise, hotels, it doesn't matter. And we also have extra stuff that you can get paid on as well. Now, the other part of this system is another website. This is for your customers. This is for your VIP customers. Do you know anyone that you believe that is a little bit special to you? Okay, now this one offers those special people in your life VIP access to a savings portal, which means that instead of just like the one that's on the left, the travel agency on the left, instead of just having retail prices like that, you now can give them discounts. Now, the beautiful thing that I love about this one is this technology searches all of those websites that I just mentioned, Travelocity, Orbis, Expedia, all of those big guys. It finds the best rates and drop the prices lower. So it's going to give your VIP guests, and basically it's going to give them a discount. And every time it saves them money automatically, every time it saves them money, you're going to earn 60%. 60% of everything that they save. Now, check this out. They go, they look, they book, they save, and you earn. How cool is that? They can travel next week. They can travel next month. They can travel next year. They can travel 5 years from now. It doesn't matter when they travel. You see, every time they save, you're going to earn 60%. Now, the retail value for both of these right now is $798. That's not bad at all, because I'm a traditional business owner as well, and it cost me over $200,000 to start my entertainment company. I don't know about 200,000. I would rather pay $798, right? So those that actually know about business and have started businesses, this is a bargain and then some. But guess what? Because you were secretly invited, because Mr. Mott invited you, or Mr. Turner invited you to this platform, or Mr. Zay invited you to this platform, you're not going to pay $798. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The whole price for this is only $299. You see, our company decided to make it affordable for the masses, so no one could be excluded. And then it's $99.95 a month and thereafter, okay? Now, the other package that we have is called the TOP program. Now, the TOP program gives you everything that I just talked about in the TIP program, but it also gives you and your family exclusive rights to a travel membership. Now, this is for you and your family. You're not going to book on the Vortex. You're not going to book on your retail website as well. You're going to book on the travel membership. And I tell you what, I've seen some prices on here that it just dropped your jaw. I'm talking about some price. Can you imagine going to places like Bahamas, staying at a 5-star resort, 7 days for $139 total. That's not per night, $739. See, these are the type of prices that we get on our membership. Can you imagine on your membership, we're getting ready to go to Cancun, and the rental car prices on the membership is $1 a day. Yes, $1 a day. I mean, no, this is $1 a day including tax. See what I'm saying? This is an amazing opportunity. Now, with this membership, okay, this is a membership that rich people usually get involved in. But our company said, no, we're not just going to keep it up for the rich people, because rich people don't pay full price for anything. They pay wholesale. This is a wholesale exclusive private membership for you and 3 other members in your family. And guess what we're going to do also? Now, some of you may be saying, well, Jay, I don't travel that much. Well, guess what? You will now, because our company is going to throw in a 7-day vacation to any one of 3,000 worldwide resorts. This is called our Vacation Rewards Program. And all you have to do to remain active, you don't have to sell anything. You don't have to recruit anyone. You don't have to try to convince anybody about anything, right? All you have to do is just remain a member for 12 consecutive months. That's easy, right? So the whole retail value for this whole package right here is $35,000. Yes, I'm pretty sure you know people with timeshare that cost way more than $35,000, and it doesn't give you any access that what this membership does. It doesn't give you the Vortex. It doesn't give you the travel agency where you can become a bona fide travel agent as well. You see, $35,000 is not what you're going to pay though, because our company, they say, well, you know what? Because you're involved in this private exclusive webinar, that price is not $35,000. It's only $499. Yep, you're welcome. $499. The price of a cell is less than the price of a cell phone to actually have all of this at your fingertips, where you can start generating extra income on a part-time basis, on a full-time basis, and like I say, on a luxury basis, right? So let me tell you a little bit about leverage. This is what rich people know. And if you don't understand leverage right now, you're working too hard. Okay, so let me go ahead and ease some of that for a second. Leverage is used to gain maximum advantage. Okay, so let's just say this is you, and you decided to work 8 hours. Guess what? You're going to get paid on 8 hours. That's not bad. This is what we call income equals rate times time. But what if you hire someone like me, and I went out and I worked 8 hours too? Now you're going to get paid on 16 hours instead of just your 8. How cool is that, right? You work the same amount of hours and you're getting paid for 16 hours instead. You just doubled who you are. Now, this is what we call income equals rate times time times leverage. How powerful is that, right? Now, let's just say that you hire a gentleman over here named Mike, and Mike goes out and he worked 8 hours too. Now, guess what? You're getting paid on 24 hours instead of just 8 hours within the same amount of time frame that you work your 8. How cool is that, right? You see, this is what your job is doing. They are not only hiring you and your associate, they're hiring a lot of people. I don't know how many people that are at your job right now, but your job is leveraging all of those, all of the people that are there, leveraging your education, your degree, leveraging your talent, leveraging your skills, and everything that you bring to the table. Can you imagine being in a position where you can do the exact same thing? See, that's why the majority of the businesses out there, the CEOs are getting paid a tremendous amount of money, while those that are in entry level positions are struggling. You see, that's because they have a lot more leverage, and we want to teach you how to do the exact same thing. Let me see if I can explain it another way. Let's just say this is you, and you are a real estate broker. Okay, you hire someone like me, which is a real estate agent. I go out and I sell a building for $200,000 and I get 3% of the commission. I'm happy. But guess what? You get paid 3% of the commission as well. Now, why are you getting paid 3% of the commission and I did all the work? First of all, you allowed me to hang my license on your wall. You also allowed me to get the contracts and everything like that. You put your license on the table to make sure that my knowledge is correct, that what I'm saying out there is correct, that I'm not misleading anyone. So you're coaching, teaching, and training me. You did a lot of stuff, including marketing and allowing me to actually have a seat at your office. So you did a lot of things. So you get that 3% as well. Now, here's where the leverage comes in. The broker, meaning you, gets to leverage other agents. You see? Can you imagine getting, instead of just 3%, you're getting 3, 6, 9, you're getting 12% more. I mean, you get more with more agents that you just bring in. You see, this is what we call income equals rate times time times leverage. You want to make sure that you are using leverage when it comes to building your income. Now, this is the reason why brokers are getting paid more than agents. It's all about leverage. Okay. Now you're saying, well, Jay, that makes sense. So how can I use leverage in this business? I'm glad you asked. Would you mind if we share with you exactly how to earn unlimited stimulus checks? I'm talking about an extra $500 a month. Can you use an extra $500 this month? You see, I know rich people that would say, well, yes, I would definitely use an extra $500. Can you use an extra $1,000 a month? I'm talking about a stimulus check that's an extra 1,000. How about an extra 10,000? A stimulus check of an extra $100,000 per month. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Hold your seatbelt, buckle up, because it's gonna get gooder and gooder. Okay, so this is what we say. We say get involved, become what's called a next generation CEO. And what happens here? You're gonna buy the tip, and you're gonna buy the top program. And then what's going to happen here is you're going to start leveraging that as well. So what if you decided to share this opportunity just like the gentleman over here, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, did when he was in college? What if you start building a network just like he did? Can you imagine some of the results that he had? Ladies and gentlemen, well, those results can actually take place if you decide to get involved. And let me share with you, those that decide to get involved, you're going to actually start to earn some serious life-changing income. So I'm going to bring on one of my business partners who made millions of dollars in business. This gentleman has a lot of integrity. He has a lot of knowledge and a lot of information. He's a numbers guy. So you definitely want to make sure that you understand some of the numbers that he's going to share with you. But the reason why he's sharing with you is to let you know that you can do it too. And he's going to share with you exactly how you can set yourself up to be completely financially independent. So you no longer have to depend on your job. You'll start to make so much money that you can start to do all the things that you really love to do. Let me bring on my colleague, Mr. Kelvin Turner. Mr. Kelvin, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you well, sir. Go ahead and take it away.
All right. Thank you for that, Jay. I appreciate everything that you said. And one thing about Jay, I tell you, every time I see Jay's presentation, I say it every time. It's like I see it for the first time. So again, an inside joke for some people, because Jay he upgrades his presentation all the time. You know, he wants to give information that we believe that will help you guys make a good educated decision. Now, let me, I guess, share my screen real quick with you guys. Hold on one second here. So sorry about that. All right. Make sure I had to turn the sound on. I always forget to turn on the sound when I do this. So all right, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir. I can see your screen. You just have to go into full
Yeah.
presentation.
Okay, made a mistake there. Sorry about that. Slideshow. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody, thanks for coming on the call today. I'm really excited to present this opportunity to you guys. And like I said earlier today, the one thing that I love to do, I love to make money. Now, I said I didn't love money. I said I love to make money. And that's why I'm honored to be able to participate in this part on showing you guys how you can make money. Now, through the years, I've been through quite a few presentations about $1 million opportunities, and I've been through a few of them. You know, I went through one just recently out in Texas, where the guy was looking for people, 20 people, to put in $1 million, and to be involved in those meetings, it's really exciting to see. But one thing that what I love about what we have, we can get the same results on a 499 investment that these people were going to put $1 million investment into, and you'll see what I'm talking about later. This is by far one of the best investment opportunities I've ever seen, and that's what attracted me to this business, because I saw the potential. I mean, travel is what, a $8 trillion a year business. It does $22 billion a day. I mean, I would love to get my share of a $22 billion a day business. You know, I want to cast my net out there and reap in what I can catch. But we have other ways that we can make money in this industry, and that's the part that really excited me. Now, and you see in this page right here, it says imagination is the real magic. People, if you don't have any imagination, you're not going to be able to make any money. I mean, you can't. You have to have an imagination to be able to make money. And this is what I mean by that. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to see yourself making that type of money. See, the reason why I get invited to these investment things is I'm always got my mind open to see what investments that are out there. Some are pretty bad, some are great, but there's investment opportunities out there all the time. But mostly they're closed to most people because they don't have the money to invest. Well, I believe that we can come up with $499. And I want you to understand one thing. This is $1 million investment. Okay, you don't invest $1 million, but you can make well over $1 million. And I will explain the numbers to you guys as we go. So, imagination, that is the real magic. Now, I put this in there because your imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous power the world has ever known. Now, if you guys heard of a guy named Napoleon Hill, he wrote this book called Think and Grow Rich. And that's one of his comments in his book. And what Napoleon Hill did is he interviewed 500 millionaires. It took him 25 years to write this book. And he wrote down their secrets and he shared them with us. This book is responsible for making more millionaires than the Bible. I'm sorry, other than the Bible. The Bible's first, then the book Think and Grow Rich, because a lot of that stuff that's in there actually comes from the Bible. When you hear the thing that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What is that? Think and grow rich. What do you think about? Now, it has the power to take you where you are to where you want to be instantly. Is one of our greatest gifts. Now, as Jay was talking earlier, and he was talking about, do you want to be at work or do you want to be on vacation? Now, if you were like most people, your mind went there. Your mind went to vacation. It wasn't, or you looked about how it is at your job and how you would rather be a vacation. That was the image that I saw. That was what popped up in my imagination when he brought that up in his presentation. Now, one of the smartest guys that ever walked the face of the earth was Albert Einstein. And what he said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Logic will get you from A to Z, but your imagination is everywhere. Now, gets you everywhere. Now, reason why I keep putting all these quotes, because I need you to sit back. I need you to imagine. I need you to imagine yourself in this position. When I start talking about the numbers, I want you to be able to imagine yourself, seeing yourself making this type of money. Because guess what? people are doing this and they're making a lot more. So I have a formula that I put together, and actually it's really the company's formula. But the formula it's called 30,000 in 30 days, and we do what is called 3+1 is our formula for success. Now, in my company, anytime I bid on a job, I have to have a formula. And that formula is this. I got to figure out how much money I want to make. I got to figure out how much the products are going to cost me. I got to finish how many guys I'm going to put on the job. I got to figure in insurances and all these things. And I put all that formula together, and then I submit my bid. And then that will tell me how much money I want to make. It's the same thing here. We have a formula here which show you how you can make the money that you want to make. So I'm going to show you right now. So Jay told you earlier, we have two programs, a tip and a top. As a businessman, I'm always go for the top. So all the numbers I'm going to show you right now is based on our top program. Now, so on our top sale, when you sell a top program, you're going to make $30 on your first 3 sales. Now, every business, somebody is selling something. You may think Facebook is free. No, Facebook is not free. They are selling your information, and people are paying good money for that information. That's why he's one of the a $1 billion company, because something is being sold. Okay, if you don't sell anything, you can't make any money. So like I said, we sell our travel memberships. So on the top sale, you're going to make $30 on your first 3 sales. You have 142.84 that goes into what is called a deferred bonus account. It's like a piggy bank that we put aside, and then it pays out in $1,000 increments. So when you get around $999, it's going to pay out $1,000. Now, you remember earlier when Jay mentioned real estate broker? Okay, and how you get paid off your agents? Well, once you make your 4th sale, we'll say you kind of graduate to what is called a broker. Technically, we call it a team builder. And the reason why we call it a team builder, because we build teams. Okay. Now, when you become a team builder, you get extra commissions, overrides, bonuses on that. So that's why it's so important to get into that team builder position. It's like becoming a realist. It's like becoming a broker. It allows you to make more money off the people on your team. So let's look at this. Your first week in the business, you got your $30 and your $50 raise. You made $140 in top sales. $571 goes into your deferred bonus account. So you roughly made around $711.35. So you pretty much got a return on your investment. It just hasn't cashed out yet. The money is there. It just hasn't spit out yet. So let's go into week 2. We get into week 2. Now, we said our formula for success was 3+1. So your first 3 people, they're doing right here in the blue, they're doing 3+1. You're going to get a $20 commission off their sales. So if they go out and do 3+1, that's $80, $80, and $80 plus your 4th person there. That's $240 that you made off their efforts. Okay. Now, remember I said every 7 sale you get a $1,000 bonus, but look what your 5th, 6th, and 7th person, when that kicks in, you got a $1,000 bonus. Now, look at your 2nd week in the business. Your 2nd week in the business, you made $480 in overrides. That's a $1,000 bonus. That's $1,480, and that's pretty good money. That would roughly make you around, if you made that every week, that'd get you around $65,000 a year. And a lot of people would like to have that. But folks, we want you to do that in a month. We don't want you to do that in a year. So let's go to week number 3. Now, remember I told you everything in red represents the people that you're going to bonus off of. These are the people in your team builder group. You're the broker. These are your agents. So let's look at week number 3. So person number 5, he got his 3 They got their 3 people, okay? And those people got 3, and those people got 3. So you're looking at 27 new people on your team, 27 new SBAs. Look what you've made. You made $540 off that $20 commission that we were talking about. You earned three $1,000 bonuses. That's $3,540 in your 3rd week in the business. Now, I hope you guys see a pattern, and why I keep saying every 7 sales. It's like a slot machine. You know, every time you click it 7 times and it does this, you know you're gonna get paid $1,000. If you knew how many times you went and had to hit that slot machine, you would hit it as many times as you need to. I mean, if you knew the code, so you would kick out your money. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's a code. You just get these 3 people, and every time, and those people get 3, those people get 3. Every time, 7 sales that's in your team builder group, you're going to get $1,000 bonus. Now, the beautiful part about that is, look at week number 4, how it explodes. Remember, you just had 27 people? But look right here. You got 27 now on this leg, 27 on this leg, 27 new people on this leg. That's 81 new people that you got on your team. 116 new SBAs on your team. I'm sorry, 181 new SBAs on your team. That you're going to get a $20 override on each one of these. That's $1,620. Look what you made. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 12 $1,000 bonuses in your 4th week in the business. Now, you can work at the pace you want to work at. If you want to do this in the month, do it in a month. If you want to do it in a week, do it in a week. However, you work at your own pace. This is your business. You work at your pace, because if it took you a year to do this, that's an extra $23,000 that you've made. So you do it at your pace. But we're saying right now, while people are at home, while people need money, while we in a period we call grace, and I'll explain grace later. But you can take advantage of this situation and expedite this. I mean, you can do a quantum leap in your finances just in a matter of weeks. If you know enough people, you can do it in a matter of hours. There's a guy on YouTube who managed to get 718 people on his team in a matter of 36 hours. And we're asking you, we're just saying get 4 people a week. So let's look at our 4-week total, because remember I said 30,000 in 30 days. Now, the people in blue, they represent the first 3 people that you recruited. They did the 3 + 1. And I said this earlier, I'm actually selling the company short, because I'm about $10,000 less than what you probably really can make, because we have all these extra bonuses and extra over that I didn't even tell you guys about. I'm just being conservative and showing you just the bonus part of this, but there's actually more money than what I'm actually showing you that you can make. So when we look at our total for 4 weeks, you got 16 $1,000 bonuses. Every time you reach 100 people on your team, the company will give you another $10,000 bonus. Another $10,000 on top of the 16 $1,000 bonuses that you've already made. So look at there. Week number 4, $2,780 on those $20 overrides. And then the people over here, you got another $1,600 from that. That's $30,380, and I'm lowballing it. Okay, I'm lowballing there's actually more money than that involved, but it'd be too confusing for me to get into everything else. So look at this. And if you think that's good, there's more. There's more. Look at this. If you get 100 people within your first 100 days, the company's going to send you another $25,000 bonus. It's going to get paid out in $5,000 a month for the next 5 months. Anybody use $5,000 a month for the next 5 months? I know I can. I know if any of my investments were paying like that, as long as I'm not putting out 10,000 and I'm getting back 5. But $5,000 a month for the next 5 months, I know for a fact uh, uh, you would love to have that. So, but look at that total. That brings your total up to $50,000 in 30 days. 50,000 in 30 days. Now let's extend this just for one more week. Okay. Again, if you extend it to week 5, you got 243 top sales. That means 32 $1,000 bonus, two $10,000 bonuses. That's $52,000 that you're going to make in bonuses. That's over $100,000 that you can make in 5 weeks, 5 months. You work the pace that you want to work. If it took you a year to do it, that's awesome. Okay. Now I want to go back to this page right here real quick. And I want you guys to see this. I didn't say this. This goes down to infinity. Infinity. This right here. I mean, it continues. So for our, let's just say, and I'm doing this for the first time. I don't want to scare anybody, but I'm going to do it for the first time. And the guys are laughing because they know what I'm going to say. If let's say you weren't doing it by the week, you were doing it by the month. Okay. And every month you were just adding 3 people and everybody was adding 3. At the end of 12 months, just on this part right here, should I tell them, guys, or should I keep it a secret? Go ahead and tell them. Okay. If you would have let this play out over 12 months, you would make over $25 million. Okay, I said it. Over 25. And if you think I'm lying, do the math yourself. Do it. Do the math. Understand the formula. This right here, going down, if you were doing it by the month, if you did it in 12 weeks, it pays the same. The beautiful part about our marketing plan, if you want to make extra $1,000 or an extra $2,000 or $10,000 or an extra $1 million, guess what? It's the same program. It doesn't change. Doesn't change. It's the same exact program. So if it's the same program, why make 1,000 when you can make 2? Why make 2 when you can make 5? Why make 5 when you can make 10? Why make 10 when you can make 100,000? Why make when you can make $1 million? Go do the program. So the one thing about our company that I love, now that's how you can make some extra money. But one thing I love about our company is they don't want you using the money that you make buying cars and all these other things. They want you to use your money on your family and on and help building your wealth and building on other investments as you start to make more money in this business. So what they have came up with is a director's program. And we have the best executive program in the industry. And like I said, we call it our director's program. Now, we have 8 levels of directorships. I'm going to start off with the second level, okay? Because the second level to me is the most fun because that's when you start getting things like cars, okay? Now, this company will give you a choice between a Dodge Charger or a Challenger. A Charger or a Challenger. Which one would you choose? Now, the good thing about it is they pay for everything. The only thing you pay for is gas. They're going to pay for your repairs. They're going to pay for your renewal, your registrations. They're going to pay for everything. The only thing that you pay for is just gas. Now, I'm going to show you a quick little video clip about our company. Can you guys hear the sound?
Surge 365 is a dream come true. A brand new car, no qualification, no credit check. I am signing and driving, baby.
This is like no other company on the planet. Can you imagine that a 12-day-old company has been able to promote 9 people and they get a car. Well, let me tell you something. Surge 365. Surge is a sudden increase. What could be more sudden than in 12 days? Be able to come to a company and get a brand new car.
Is Surge 365, a company of destiny. We're on the road to change our own destiny. Now we got the keys to ride to our destiny.
There's no better program out there right now than what Surge 365 is doing. And I'm excited for the team. I'm excited that everybody has an opportunity to be a part of this and have their own within the next 6 months.
They bought this car for us. That's simple.
Now, I'm asking you guys, which one would you choose, the Charger or the Challenger? But it doesn't stop there. Go ahead, Jay.
The Charger.
The Charger. How about you, Dennis?
Charger.
Challenger. I'm sorry, I had to go with the Challenger. Okay. Now, the other part about this company that I love, it doesn't stop right there. Okay. They're gonna, after you reach another level, which is our level 3 director, they're going to ask you to give back what I call the Surge Mobile, and they're going to give you another choice between a Mercedes, a Jag, or a BMW. BMW, Jag, Mercedes. Which one would you choose? Now, I'm going to show you a lady right here, and which one do you think she chose? She chose the BMW. Now, we have actually been not giving that lady enough credit. We've been running this video for a while, but that lady right there has made over $16 million in this company. Over $16 million. That lady right there, when she started in this business, she was homeless and living in her car. So we have a better start than she did. Or maybe because she was living in her car, maybe she was more hungry. I don't know. But she turned that and made $16 million. The lady had bought an island, and she's having hotels and things built. You see, by not spending her money on cars and all these other things, she's using her money to invest, and she's from Costa Rica and using that money to invest over there. So these are things I want you to think about. That's why I'm asking you to use your imagination. What could you do when you start? What are you going to be doing when you make all that extra money? Are you just going to hoard it away? Or like my old pastor used to say, you buy all you can and can all you good. Buy all you can all you get, and sit on the can. Or are you going to go out and use your money and help other people? And that's what that lady decided to do. And that's why she's living a very rich life. Now, what I said, that was level 3. This is level 4 director. When you reach level 4 director, they're going to give you a $80,000 Rolex. Very nice watch. But let's go on and let's get to, I like choices. So we get to level 5, they're going to start giving you more choices. Now, they're not going to take back your Mercedes or your BMW or your Jag. They're going to add to it. So they're going to give you a choice between a Bentley, the 2 doors, or the 4-door. Or maybe speed is more your thing. Maybe you want the Ferrari. Or maybe you want the Lamborghini. I want someone to unmute yourselves and tell me which one would you take?
Ferrari.
Ferrari. What about you, Dennis?
Ferrari.
Anybody else out there? Which one would you take?
Bentley.
The
Bentley.
Bentley. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. Somebody else said something.
Yeah, Bentley.
The Bentley. Oh, okay. Now, I want you guys to imagine something, because remember, what did I say? If you see it, you can make it happen. And I want you to see this. I want you to go back. I want you to look forward, and you get the call that your car is coming that day. It's either the Bentley or the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, and you're driving it down. And the truck is driving down the street, and then they stop in front of your house, and he starts to lower down the that lift gate, and on that lift gate you see one of these cars, and all your neighbors are coming out wondering what the hell is going on over here. You go on Facebook Live, your family is out there wondering what's going on. And you and your significant other, or if you're by yourself, you guys are just there toasting that you achieve one of these vehicles. Could you imagine that scenario? Just sit back and seeing that happen. I visualize that every day. Every day I visualize that scenario. And when you make a choice, I'm going to show you, choose wisely. But it gets better. There's your level 6 director. When you're at a level 6, they're going to give you a $1 million bonus. Now you don't have to choose on that. I'm not going to take a choice. I'm just going to say, hey, I'll just take that money. So yes, you'll get a $1 million bonus. But then again, more choices again. After that, they're going to give you a choice between $1 million luxury yacht. Look at that. That's the inside of $1 million yacht I took off the internet. Isn't that beautiful? And then when you decide to go to sleep at night, look at that room. Man, I don't know. I've seen this so many times, and every time I see it, it looks just as nice the first time. It's I feel you on that, Dennis. I feel you on that. That is just beautiful right there. But maybe the ocean is not your thing. Maybe you more a ground person. They're going to give you can choose between $1 million motor home. Let's look at the inside of that. Look at that. Wow. Just look at that. That is more luxurious than most people's homes. But look, you made over $1 million. You're making millions of dollars. You're getting residual income. You could take a year off and come back with more money than you had when you left. That's what residual income does for you. But not only that, though, you can take this trip and hire a driver. Sit back and enjoy yourself, and just enjoy see the beauty of this country. Or better yet, maybe you want $1 million vacation home that they'll put anywhere in the world for you. And I'm sure this idea probably came from Jill, because that's what she did. she built her home somewhere. And for $1 million in some parts of the world, you can get something like this. Imagine just get a getaway just like that you can take. See what I said about your imagination? Let your imagination go. Let it run free. Imagine yourself living in all these places, because if the mind can conceive it, the body can achieve it. So imagine yourself with all that. Now, I asked you guys, which would you choose, the Ferrari, the Bentley, or the Lamborghini? Or would you choose the $1 million yacht, the $1 million motorhome, or the $1 million vacation home? Hopefully your first choice will be with Surge 365. But I want to show you one thing. Make sure you choose wisely. So all you Lambo people, make sure you can get out of the Lambo for the people who chose the Lambo. Okay. Now, one of the guys in our company decided he wanted the Lamborghini. He said he had to roll out of the Lamborghini, so he went with the Bentley. So that's why I put that video up there, because I could imagine him rolling out that Lamborghini, and he's nowhere near as big as that guy right there. So if you're gonna buy something, you want to look pretty cool getting out of it. But this is the evidence about our company. I want to show you. These are the checks. All right. You see this $50,000 checks? These are the people who did that, who were able to get that $50,000 in 100 days. Those are the people who were able to complete that challenge right there. These are the right here. Look at these $1 million checks right here. 100,000, 50,000, another 50,000, $1 million, $1 million, 750,000. Look at it, $10 million. I want you to imagine, which check do you want to put your name on? I'm gonna put mine on these red ones here, because these red ones are $10 million. So, but you got to see it. You got to be able to believe it. You got to imagine seeing yourself doing that. And if people, these people are no smarter than you and I. You got 2 arms, 2 legs, and a brain. The only thing that they did is they went to work. They didn't let a no stop them. They were bold, and they didn't let fear stop them. And if you do that, you too will have your name on one of these checks. So back to you, Jay.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Turner, for sharing that information. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, he talked about a lot of money that can be made. And you know what, it's not necessarily all about the money. And I want you to know this as well. We don't get paid on the people that we bring into the business. We get paid when a product is sold. So we actually sell the tip and the top program. So please understand that. But you know what, you can set yourself up to be completely financially independent. I got tired at one point of living paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if you're in that situation right now. I also got tired of not having enough. Basically, lack was my best friend. I just didn't have enough to do anything that I really wanted to do. Maybe you're in that situation right now. And this is an opportunity for you to actually get out of that situation and never return to it whatsoever. So if you actually have the mindset that you can actually build a residual income, this is a platform that you could do it on. If you know some other people right now that need to see this presentation, I strongly encourage you to actually get them involved with this presentation as well. So I'm going to kick it back over to Mr. Mott so he can go ahead and close out. But we want to say congratulations to you for getting started, because we're going to see you on the beaches of the world, and we're going to actually travel the world with you, locking arm in arm to help you build your legacy. Mr. Mott, for those of you who don't know, this gentleman has a lot of integrity as well. I mean, he's been in the service. He knows what it takes when it comes to teamwork. Okay. He also knows what it takes to actually get in the trenches to get things done. He's not about fluff. He's not about fame and all that type of stuff. He's a get it done kind of person. That's the type of person that I want to be involved in as far as building up my legacy. Mr. Mott, please go ahead and take it away.
Oh, thank you very much, Jay. Outstanding job. You and Kelvin always knock it out the park. That's right, knock it out the park. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I mean, you guys have put a lot of energy into this. And hey, I want to tell you that, hey, they pay your insurance on the cars. And right now, if you get involved with this right now, $4.99, guess what? We're going to give you a grace period like Kelvin was talking about. You know, for mortgage right now, they're giving you a 90-day grace period. They're giving you a 90-day grace period for your rent. We're giving you a 90-day grace period. We're going to take away that $99.95 a month for the next 90 days. You get to work for free, basically. Let's pay that $4.99. Let's go ahead and knock it out the park. Make that $30,000 a month each month. That's 90 grand for $4.99. That makes sense to me. $4.99, $1,000 bonus. $4.99, a $10,000 bonus. $4.99, a $50,000 bonus. $4.99 in 5 weeks, 100 grand. $4.99, a brand new car. $4.99, a BMW. $4.99, whatever you want. A home, $1 million yacht, a $1 million bonus for $499. I've never seen it before. You've been out there all over the world. Where have you seen it? Nobody's seen that before. So I want to tell you, hey, get in here. Get in here right now. You think long, you think wrong. You think right, you sign up tonight and have the money of your dreams. So with that said, I want to bring one person out here all the way from Cleveland, Ohio, radio personality, national builder, has a huge team all over the world. My friend, my money-making man, wisdom of the world, Mr. Harvey Zay.
Wow, you're really telling it like it is. Thank you very much. Dennis Mott. Yeah, Dennis and I go way back, you know, to the Western Regional Carpets and meeting in St. Louis, Chicago, and San Diego. So many places with your camera. You still have that camera, don't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to take some more pictures of those checks coming out. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for a great presentation. Glad to have Jay back, flying all the way back from Miami, being back home just in time to be with us. And Kelvin always, like I say, knocks it out of the park with that money. It makes you use your imagination like it's never been used before. And I hope people watching us can really see yourselves. Because when I started the business, my sponsor said, you've got to see yourself earning $10,000 a month before you can earn $100,000 a month. He was right. You know, when you haven't earned a certain amount, you have to get to certain levels. That's why we have certain levels in our executive program, level to level. My 3 sons were a little concerned about big college debts when they started, and they were all about college age when I found this business. And we were able to keep those debts down very low. Some paid off, and now they have great careers in business, and of course joining us too. And some are in the travel business at other places, and not like ours, but with one of the cruise lines where they're executive director and making lots of money because this business helps us to get them there. So if you have some goals and dreams, this is the vehicle. We looked around, though, all of us on the line, we looked for other things, and we found what we were looking for. That's why we didn't stop at the first thing we saw, because we knew there had to be more, and there is more. Our leaders are fantastic. They've got a plan laid out for years and years to come. The original founder of the company was reading a good book. He says, you should be able to provide a legacy for your grandchildren and your children's grandchildren. And that's the way this plan is designed. You won't use all the money, but you'll have a lot of fun. You'll go places, do things, hit your bucket list. It's just no limit. We could go on. As Kelvin once said, we could talk all week about this, but we know you got things to do. Maybe you want to have something to eat, but right now, feed yourself with the information that we've been giving you, and you will be glad you did. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you very much, Harvey. I want to open up the line and ask someone out there, you've seen the presentation. What did you like best? Just unmute yourself right quick. Unmute yourself and let me know what you like best.
Hello?
Hello. Let them know where you're calling in from.
This is LaShawn in Chicago.
Hey,
LaShawn.
LaShawn.
From Chicago.
Hi. I just wanted to say that the thing that I like about it is so many businesses take so much to start up and to create and to put together. And this one is already done. You don't have to do anything other than just sign up and start using all the tools and education that's provided. And with that being said, the thing that you're doing is just sharing information. I mean, the fact that I would have to create a website, I would have to learn how to use a website. This website is already done, as well as the app that's already out there as well. So for me, it would just be simply signing up and just start using the things that are already provided and just sharing the information. So back to you guys. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, LaShawn from Chicago. As she said, you're just sharing information. Share it. It's just like the coronavirus, but on a positive note. You just share it with 1, it comes to 2, 10, and it just snowballs out. And as Kelvin said, that money is just going to snowball all the way back to your bank account. So I'm going to ask you one more person, unmute yourself. Let us know what you like best before we get out of here. One more person. Who was that?
Hi there. This is Tammy. Hi.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Moreno Valley, California. And the presentation was wonderful, gentlemen. You did a fantastic job. And what I liked best was the comparison. As a woman, you know, we like to share when we go shopping, we like to say, oh girl, I got a $500 dress for $50, right? We love to share that savings we got. So to look at the fact that we have a $35,000 business for $499, that's a great deal. And in fact, I saw that Expedia is offering travel agents for cruise lines, for Expedia cruise lines now, $125,000 to be an Expedia cruise agent. We got that. We can do it ourselves. So, you know, the comparison means a lot. When people see the cost of something and how much they'll be saving to be able to make more money, it's tremendous. So gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing that. I was taking notes, and that's why I asked if you're recording it, because I definitely want to share this with others. Thank you so much. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate. Tell Clay I said hi out there. We miss him out there. Okay. So
I'll let him know.
All right, Clay. Before we get out here, I want to run it back to again to see if these gentlemen that spoke have anything last remarks to say. Jay, go ahead first and open up yourself and see what you have to say before we get out of here.
Hey, thank you so much, Tammy and LaShawn, for chiming in. You know, this is definitely an opportunity. It's not only for me, but you know some people right now that it may be for. So go ahead and take a look in your phone real quick and ask yourself, did any of them travel within the last 6 months? Did they take a vacation? Did they take a cruise or a flight or anything like that? Jot those names down. Write them down simply because we want to share this opportunity with them. Now, this may not be for all of them, and we may not even get to all of the name in your phone book or all of the names in your email account, but jot those names down just in case. The reason being is because we want them to actually see this opportunity to make a decision for themselves. Try not to make a decision for them, but let them make a decision for themselves. Invite them to the next presentation. We're going to be doing this on next Saturday as well at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dennis will give you more information and get that information out to you. But as you see, there's over 30 million people right now that are filed for unemployment, that are looking for an opportunity. And guess what? You are empowered right now as we speak to allow them to see a platform that can help change their lives tremendously. Are you going to be a blessing? We say be a blessing. God bless you.
All right, all right. Thank you, Jay. Spectacular. Thanks for all you do. So I'm going to go turn this over to Kelvin right quick so you can listen to his last remarks before we get out here with Harvey Zay going last, of course.
Well, again, thank you guys for tuning in to our presentation. Last night, I signed up a lady, and she was so excited about the vortex. She said, "Shoot, you wouldn't believe how many of my friends canceled their vacations because of this virus. They ready to go." And she was so happy about the vortex. She was a little happier when I showed her about the money, but just the vortex and all these other products alone are excellent. And then we have the money, where we can make a whole lot of money in building of a team. And I'm telling you guys, I don't know about you. I've researched a lot of companies, and before I came with this company, I was recruited by a few companies. What set this company apart was the leadership, the product, and the ability to make the type of money that I would like to make quickly. I don't want to build my team and I got to take me a year to get up to 20, 30, $50,000. No, we can do this quickly, people, quickly. And we do need to do this quickly. For one reason, I'm going to be positive about this. When this thing is over, there's going to be so many more opportunities that's available to you. The stock market, you're going to get stocks cheaper. Houses are going to be available. There's so much stuff. Make as much money as you can, as fast as you can, and then invest that money to help build your wealth. Okay, so back to you, Dennis.
All right, all right. You heard Kelvin say, get ready. Be proactive instead of reactive. I always say, put that fish net out in front of there because the fish are going to swim into your net when they get out. They're ready to go. All you have to be is in position. Be in right position to get all that money, you know. And I like what he's saying. We are here in a social distancing thing right now, but people are looking for us. We're looking for what we do. I had a guy sign up that's from Alabama. Now I got one that's from Cincinnati. Somebody in Florida signed up. But hey, we can do this right from our living room, right from your cell phone. You can do this because people need something that they can make an asset to, make money to in the future. Put that money in their pocket. After the $600 is gone on unemployment, like Jay said, 30 million people are unemployed right now. Folks, we have the answer. As I said, we have the solution for the pollution because we're starting a revolution. That revolution is change. The pollution is clearing out your minds, and the solution is to make economic power for you and your family. So I'm going to end it out here with Harvey Zay. Turn it out and let the man take it away.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dennis. And ladies and gentlemen, it is so true that there are literally hundreds, thousands of people who need and want what we have. They just don't know about it yet. So it's up to us to go out and talk to these people on the phone. We don't have to go outside of our homes until we're ready to go. But there are people who we can contact. I was looking through my phone yesterday, And I'd already made a list from there some months ago, even years ago. It's amazing how many more people have joined me on my address book in the telephone right there. But then I've got loads of relatives and friends all around the country. And, you know, we've done a lot of traveling and always taking numbers and writing down where we met them and what they do and so forth. That information is coming in really handy now. So meet someone every day, make calls every day, use a goal that you're going to do. You're going to make 10, 15, 20 contacts per day. Some of you might know a gentleman who was with our company, went on to get his own company. He had to go out every day. He made himself do it. He went out and got 20 no's intentionally. And every day he enrolled someone, 1, 2, 3, but his goal was 20 no's every day. So having good goals will help us reach a high level. And that's where we're going. That's how we earn the big money. We are very disciplined and we're excited and we are ready to go even higher where we want to take you with us. So don't stick and stay. Come with us. Take it from Zay. Do it today without delay. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Harvey. I forgot to tell you guys, we'll be back here next week at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll come back right again that evening at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. Bring someone, invite a friend, each one teach one. Bring in a friend, bring one. Let's snowball this thing. Let's double it, triple it, quadruple it. Let's grow and let's go. And I'll see you guys on the beaches and adventures with the money in your pocket all around the world. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Go, 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 go.
All right.